Hello everyone, welcome to Dairy Farm Simulator release preview for game version 010. Well, you probably notice it has been quite some time since we've done a release video, and we are doing a video now because we're quite certain that we have a stable release for you to show you. We have been spending over a year researching and developing a new engine which allows us to, you could say, develop dairy farms much quicker or much easier for us. And I will be talking a little bit more about that as we go through the video. I would like to apologize. It's not our intention to show this video because this video might seem to you that we have not done much, but under the hood we have done a lot. So you might see that we haven't done a lot of new features or a lot of big new features at this stage. So we apologize if you get disappointed all the hype for this new release, so we apologize in advance for that. Okay, so let's get straight into it. As you can see, we have changed a few things around. So we did a few interface changes. We have introduced, we renamed the homepage to dashboard. So this is just a work in progress at the moment. Down the bottom we have the, over here we have the active tasks. So active tasks will show up here. Ignore this over here. The version number will be filling once just ignore this. It's just as a developer copy at this stage, which we're still in the process of testing. Now, we want to introduce one new thing we have. Well, this is probably the only new thing we ever introduced, and that is to do with the farmers market. But before I do that, we need to show you what we're working on. First we need some land. This is the fresh clean. Oh, while we're here, as you probably see, we've done some style changes. Yes, so obviously this, if you don't like the color, let us know in the description, in the comments below. The reason why we put zebra stripes in there is just to make it easy to read, especially when you have a long list of, say, 200 or 500 cattle in a herd. It's very hard to read. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase 10 of this, 10 acres at 1 acre. Now we're going to go land management. One additional improvement we have done is we restricted an amount of the prices you can sell land, because people, if I'm going to put 25,000, people have been abusing the system and it's not realistic prices. So we set a cap to 20,000. So obviously you can't sell 25,000 for 1 acre. So what we did is we put a limit in Dairy Farm Simulator to only allow you to sell land at the maximum of $20,000 per acre. So if you sell 2 acres, you can sell the maximum at 40,000, and so on, increments in $20,000 thing. But what I'm going to do is, just for demonstrations, I'm going to show you. So that's one thing we modified, because I've been going into Dairy Farm Simulator and keep changing the prices manually, because people, I'm getting very annoyed. It's not realistic prices, and people come in the farmers markets, and people are not using it because people put ridiculous prices on them. Okay, here we're in the farmers market. So obviously I set this up. Yet again, we've got zebra stripes. Nothing really changed, but we introduced a new tab. As I said in the previous video, we have going to add some more stuff to the farmers market. Now what we have done is introduced manage market items. Now these are some of these, like no rent items, no auction items. They're just placeholders. But what we have done is with the new engine we have developed. It was very easy, and we actually managed to get this feature in quickly, efficiently, and it didn't take us much time at all. Once we did the conversion process of other stuff, we just went boom, easy to put in. And this new engine actually allows us to develop things much quicker, and we're quite happy with that new engine. We're still tweaking it as we go, but it's just a work in progress. But as time we go, add things to the engine as we go. We had a set list of stuff that we needed, but due to time constraints, we were not able to, because we had a really tight time constraint this time around. We needed something released, we needed something stable, so we had to make some compromises. So that's lacking of features at this stage. Now what we've done is, when you sell an item, it's very difficult to buy back or remove the item. So what we've done is we allow you to remove the item. But before I do, this is just a work in progress. We'll be adding more options to later on. So you can probably, if it's not selling something, you can probably reduce the price or bump up the price, or make a few changes to the item that you're selling. But for the time being, we needed to give the player the ability to remove items and add back or check back in items to its catalog of available land to be used in circulation. So simply just click on remove. Alert box will show up and say land item removed. Click OK, and then it's gone. You go to the farmer's market, give it a second, boom, no items for sale. As what we're going to be doing, the game admins, I'll be setting up a game admin on the demo server, and we'll be selling more items in the farmer's market just to get at lower prices than you get in the shop. So just to utilize this feature, because a lot of people from our statistics are not using this feature. Well, probably because it's work in progress, because you only can sell land. But we would like to sell more stuff in the future, like something like cattle is probably a better one than land, because land doesn't cycle like reproducing cycles. Cattle does, because cattle die, and it's the whole life cycle of things. So cattle is probably a better commodity than land to sell in the market. But we need to make use of this feature, otherwise what's the point of having this feature? Okay, a few other tweaks. We did bug fixes as well, so transactions appear properly now in the farmer's market. Transactions show up correctly. Was it farm management? So what we'll do is we'll show you what we have done to the balance sheet. We did some tweaking. Now, obviously, when you select 3 months, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead. You will notice now nothing would show up. Now, in the past, it will show every transaction up to 3 months. Now, obviously, for a very large farm, or if you own multiple farms, which we haven't got around to implementing that feature yet, you will see a huge list of transactions. So what we've done is we tweaked it, and with the new engine allows us to the tweaks didn't take us tweaking this balance sheet system didn't take hardly any effort at all. All we do is just convert the old system into the new system, new framework engine, and it was effortless, I could say. So we had a few. So as you can see, I just purchased some lands and it showed up. So if I select 2 hours, nothing would show up. But in the past, it will show up to 2 hours. But you can, if you choose to, show all transactions. That will show every transaction we have in the system up to 3 months, because anything longer than 3 months has been purged from the system, because the amount of players who play Dairy Farm Simulator, it will end up overloading our database. So we can't have that. If we have a lot of players and they do a lot of transactions on a daily basis, it's just too much transactions, so we need to prune it. But if you wanted to see all the transactions up to 3 months, select all transactions. Now if I go back to the dashboard, you're wondering, where is my farm information or statistics? Now before I just go quickly, milking shed. Oh yes, dumbass. I forgot to put milking shed, but none of the point. But let's go back to dashboard. I was going to show you what the shed details is, but maybe some next time. Okay, so I was going off course a little bit, but you're probably wondering where the farm information is. As I probably said in the last video, we are moving things around, and I'm going to show you where it is. It's a better place to put it in the farm information, because in the last release video for game version 008, I said that we're going to move the farm information to its own plane, because in the near future we're going to add more stuff to this information. So here it is. You may notice there has been some slight changes. We have moved the barn information out of this list. Now for the reason of this is that we're going to introduce a new feature in the next release that revolves around buildings. Just to start off, we're going to introduce a feature that allows you to remove. People have been requesting this feature, but due to the time constraints, we have run out of time to introduce this feature. So in the next release, we hope to have this feature working that allows you to manage buildings, sorry, not buildings, but structures and storages. Not storages, structures and storage. And what this feature is, it allows you to remove the dairy farm shed, milking shed and milk vats. That's a heavily requested feature because some people want to upgrade their facilities but cannot do so because they need to remove those facilities before they can upgrade or purchase a new milking shed. So I will definitely promise you that feature in the next release, because I know you guys, the community, sent us a lot of emails about this, and I will guarantee you in the next release we'll have that feature. But so because we're introducing that new feature and additional stuff and buildings or structures or storage, whatever, that's why we removed the barn, because we're going to be introducing barns in the later releases. Now farm name, we added this one in. Well, the farm name is actually just named farm and the farm ID or unique farm ID, but for the time being though, what we will be doing is that it's not a very important feature, but you can actually customize your own farm name or something uniquely identified to you. I'm not quite sure if we're going to put just like a username. Once the username is taken, nobody else can take it. I'm not quite sure if we're going to do that, like have a unique farm name. But let us know in the comments below if you think farm names should be unique, or farm names can be unique to the particular farmer itself, but other farmers can use the same name if they choose to, or but I don't know how to word this though, but yes. So this is just what we have done. You probably noticed that you don't see index.php or main.php, so it's more friendly address scheme. The help system, what we've done is hasn't changed much. What we have done is with bug on our end, we didn't have any timestamps. We couldn't see when this bug was actually sent. So in the back end, we added this particular, I don't know, feature. Well, not feature, but allows us to track back when this allows us to track back when this bug report has been sent. Please do keep sending us bug reports, or do we have any? Some people are sending bug reports because they don't know how to use Dairy Farm Simulator. Please don't do that. It's just a waste of time. If you need help, send us an email. Do not use the bug feature, because the bug feature is to allow me and the development team, or all of us at the Dairy Farms team, to fix any issues that have arisen, not just answering queries. Now, if that's going to be the case, then we need to start looking at introducing the submit support ticket system, which is not on a high list of priority at the moment. Not on our priority list at the moment. But if it's going to continue, people sending, people just don't know how to use stuff in Dairy Farm Simulator in the bug report, we might have to review putting a ticket system in. Now, we have made some compromises in Dairy Farm Simulator in this release, because we had a tight time frame, because people losing interest in Dairy Farm Simulator. We wanted to assure players that we are still actively developing this game, even though that it took us over a year of research and development. Let's see, what else have we made. Have we done any changes to anything else that I forgot to mention? No. I think we need to work on this searching feature, because it gets quite a huge list. No, we haven't worked on Farmer's Profile yet. What else? Shop, shed. While I'm in the shop, you probably notice, but it's also mentioned that we have alphabetized the lists over here, the navigation menu. So it's in alphabetical. Also in the shop category, we also alphabeticalized them as well. Now, you're probably wondering what on special is. It's a placeholder for the time being, but once we get the back end stuff sorted, it's not a really important feature, important thing on our list of to do. What this is, allows you to get discount or display discounted items. For example, we still have to figure out a method or approach to how prices could work. So, for example, maybe when the stock gets so low or not selling as much, we bump down the price to the price turns red because it's on a special, and then adds on the specials tab, which will show up on this list as on. When they have this markdown prices, so the markdown prices will show up on this list. I think that's about it. Dairy Company, we're working on this at the moment with Dairy Company. because personally, I'm not happy with the dairy company mechanics, the economy mechanics, because in the last release or last run on the demo server, the game ended so quickly because partly people are not producing enough milk. I emphasize this a lot. People, please milk daily. Please call a milk tanker daily, because if you do not, then the game, all your hard work goes to waste, because people, the whole point of Dairy Farm Simulator is work together. It's a multiplayer game, and people are not doing that, and the milk prices go down, and milk prices down, and I need to come up with a better way to make the economy system more efficient. It only looks at a certain criteria. If the dairy company runs out of money, a certain amount of money, or doesn't have a certain amount of money, prices go up and down. So we need to tweak that the system. So once again, please milk your cows once or twice a day. Call the milk tanker once a day. I would like to add some features so you don't have to call the milk tanker, because when you do call the milk tanker, I'll show you here. Somebody actually sent me an email about call out fee $500 was not realistic. Now, for the person who probably is who sent me that email, I would like to let you know that the reason why we set a $500 call out fee is because it's a surge charge fee. It's a fee that's you're calling a milk tanker outside. Well, you're calling a milk tanker on demand, really. So you need to. It's not $500. I was thinking, what kind of price? So we needed $500. So to make up the shortfall of, it's a balancing act of how much milk you produce. It's an offset price, because you know that you only get paid by per milk solid, but the on sale, the selling on of that milk is in litres on the dairy company's side. So it needs to be offsets. The price needs to be offset somehow. So that's why we have a 500 call out fee. Now, when we're going to be introducing automatic milk tanker schedules, there will be no fee imposed. This is why we have this, because you're manually calling a milk tanker. The milk tanker is coming all out the way because you need to, but because, yeah, that's the explanation why we have that. But other than that, thank you for, I don't know how long we have been. I think we've been, it's probably a shorter, I don't know how long the video is. It's in milliseconds on my recorder here. But once again, I would like to thank you for watching this video. Please support Dairy Farm Simulator by, obviously, play as much as you can. Provide as much comments on this video, or send me an email, patrick@dairyfarmsimulator.com, or use the contact us feature on our website. Also, please, we urge you to send some donations in, because every donation goes towards maintaining the servers, and also goes towards the developments, or going towards development. This is a non-profit. We are non-profit, so all the cost goes towards just the maintenance, the development costs of Dairy Farm Simulator. So please, if you feel generous, why not donate some money? You will find a donation button on the right hand side of our website. The reason is that we're not earning any money. We're actually making a loss at the moment with Dairy Farm Simulator, because we haven't implemented microtransactions for premium features just yet, which I'm hovering at the moment is game add-ons. Also, don't forget to like, share this video, and hit the subscribe button, because the subscribe button allows you to be updated with the latest videos like this one. And share try and entice more players to play on Dairy Farm Simulator. Until the next video, happy farming.